Okay, students, we're going to go over construction problems from the DCAS, all DCAS problems. Okay, here it says for his first construction, Jericho makes markings shown with a compass open to a length less than the length of PQ. Jericho's markings are useful for the construction of which of the figures listed? That would be for a bisector, perpendicular bisector of PQ. So we have a bisector of segment PQ, yes. A line perpendicular to PQ, yes. Okay. It is not going to be, a rhombus with PQ as one diagonal, yes. Because these are going to be congruent when I put those together. Okay, so that's a rhombus, remember? So it is a rhombus with one diagonal PQ. It's not going to be equilateral. Just, in order for it to be equilateral, when I open up the compass, I put the pointer on one end, the pencil would have to be completely on the other point exactly. Then it's equilateral. If it's more than halfway, pencil down here or pointer down here, open up the pencil more than halfway, any of these amounts, which is what he had done, somewhere between there to get that arc and turn around and did the same thing. That's going to just give you this rhombus, perpendicular bisector. The perpendicular bisector would be going right through there. Okay, so that's perpendicular. That would be perpendicular. Okay, so those are what's created from that. All right, part B. The first steps of Jericho's second construction are shown. After drawing arcs from points S and R, he adjusts the compass length using the intersection from arc. I guess I forgot to do that drawing, so I guess we can't do that problem. I didn't copy the drawing with it. All right. Using a compass and a straight edge, a student constructed a triangle in which x, y is one of the sides. The compass is open to a set length, and two intersecting arcs are drawn above x, y using x and y as the centers. Using x and y as the centers, the intersection of two apart. So now they put the pointer on one end, the pencil on the other. Okay, and then turn it. Let's see, using x and y as the centers. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be. It doesn't have to be. Okay, what could be the set length of the compass that x, y, z? Is isosceles, but not equilateral. So that's really the same question we just did. Select all that apply. It cannot ever be less than half the length. That will not create the triangle. Equal to it? Yes. Between half of xy and xy? Yes. Equal to it? No, that's equilateral. So, but we don't want it equilateral. Okay, greater than xy? Yes. Okay, so those are the three. So this is just another way of asking the same question as the last one. Okay, so just remember it can never be less than halfway, and if it's equal to the exact length, then that's an equilateral triangle. Anything else will give you isosceles. Okay, this is an angle bisector. Based on the construction, which statements must be true? So what it is, the pointer here, they open up the pencil somewhere along the angle here and draw an arc, and they label that B and C. Then you put the pointer on one of these, let's say right here, I open up more than halfway. I can go all the way if I wanted to, but at least more than halfway. Come up, draw the arc, turn around, put the pointer here, don't move your compass, draw the arc, and you get that other intersection, and that gives you that point. So what do we have as true? Well, we know this is equal to this because it drew this arc from here, same length. Then when I did this one, came at that point, that made that equal to that right there. Okay, and then of course, this length is equal to itself, reflection property. So those are all the pieces that must be congruent. Okay, so that's what we're looking for here. AB and AC AB and AC, yes. BD and CD, yes. AB and BD, no. AD and AD, yes, congruent to itself. AB and AD, no. Okay, just what we have right there. Those three pairings, the one being the reflection property. Okay, so we need to know that. Oh, part B. Based on the construction, which two angles must be congruent? Okay, well, first off, notice if I have this right here, I actually have two triangles and they are congruent by SSS. That means all corresponding angles must be congruent. That's congruent to that, that's congruent to that, and this one is congruent to this one. Okay, those are all true right there. So we're looking for which two angles must be congruent. So only one of those that they have listed, BAD, BAC. BAD, BAC, no. BAC is double BAD. BAD, BDA. BAD, BDA, no. BAD, CDA. BAD, CDA, no. So it's got to be the last one. BAD, CAD, yes. BAD and CAD, that's these two right here. They are congruent. Okay. Next. Rearrange the following steps below to construct the perpendicular bisector of a segment. Okay, so we want to, you start with the segment. Okay, you draw one arc, so that's going to be step one. You move, remember I said it's got to be halfway or more. You draw an arc. You turn it around, put the, so this right here, here, drew an arc. Turn around, put the pointer here, compass here, draw an arc, so it's step two. Okay, and then step three. They're missing. They should have another set of arcs down below. They should have arcs down below like this. Then I can go right through there to make sure it's perpendicular. Okay, but if that's all there is, that's all there is. But usually they're going to have this right here, and then step four if you want to draw in the perpendicular symbol. Okay, rearrange so construction angle bisector again. So here we go. In words, okay, remember we're going to put the pointer here, draw an arc somewhere out there. Place the compass's point on the angle's vertex. Yes. Set the compass to any convenient length. Yes. So that's step one. From wherever the arc crosses leg, make an arc in the angle's interior without changing it. Okay, so let's read these other ones here. Draw an arc across each leg. Okay, so that's what we did right there. Step two, that we drew the arc. Okay, from where the arc crosses, so they're calling these legs, just so you know, leg and leg. Okay, from where the arc crosses the leg, so this would be next one, make an arc in the angle's interior without changing the compass, repeat it with the other leg. This would be step three. That's when I open it, put the pointer here, open up more than halfway, draw an arc, turn around, put the pointer here, same distance, draw the arc. And then now draw the line from Q to where the arcs cross. Step four. Okay, now it's not in that spot, it would be exactly perfect, you know, it'd be an angle bisector. So there's those four steps. To arrange the following sentences, construct a perpendicular. Okay, so if I would point off the line, I put the pointer here, open it up, past this arc, right, past this line segment, draw an arc. Okay, from each point, okay, draw two arcs across the line. Okay, draw a line from R. Now place the compass on point R, adjust the compass beyond the line. Step one. Draw two arcs across the line, creating points P and Q. You don't have to draw two arcs, one arc. Okay, right here, calling it P and Q. From each point P and Q, draw an arc below the line so they cross. So I open up more than halfway, draw an arc, turn around, draw an arc. 3. And now 4, draw the line that connects, going through that right there. 4. Okay, there's your order. Again, here we have an angle bisector construction, another way of doing it. Okay, it says enter your description. So describe the instructions. So here you're right now what's happening. Okay, so you say put the pointer on the vertex, go out a certain distance along both legs, you could say. Draw an arc. Okay, that'd be step 2. Step 3, from points A and label up points A and B. From points A and B, open the compass up more than halfway, draw an arc, and turn around and put the pointer on B, draw an arc in the interior of the angle, say interior, so it's inside the angle. Point C, or step 4 would be label that point C. Step 5 would say now draw a ray from Z through point C. That's what you would write out, type out in your box down here. All right, the figures shows lines R, points P and T on line R and Q on line, not on line R. Also shown is ray PQ. Okay. Part A, consider the partial construction of a line parallel to R through Q. What would be the final step in the construction? The final step would be to draw a ray from P going through S. And now it's parallel. Okay. Draw a line through Q and S. Part B, once the construction is complete, which of these reasons listed contribute to providing the validity? Okay, when two lines are cut by a transversal, right there, then corresponding angles are congruent. So we're looking for corresponding angles. Number 1. That's the converse of the corresponding angles postulate. When two lines are cut by transversal and the corresponding angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. That's the converse of the corresponding angles. Remember, whenever we're trying to prove lines parallel, it's converse up. Okay, so here we have another one doing the same thing. Which answer choice contains the steps Leon took to perform the construction listed in the correct order? Draw arc S. Okay, you can't draw arc S until you first have drawn this one. Okay, so you draw an arc T. First. Okay, draw a line N. What the heck? Oh, okay. Arc. No, draw a line N. Okay, so you started with this. Draw a line N. Okay, so that's the second step. Draw arc T. Yes. Draw arc. So draw line T. Yes. Draw arc T. Draw arc Q. Okay. They talk about labeling P. So they just put a P in there. Draw arc Q. Okay, so you take this one, you draw this one, put it on this one, draw the exact same one there. Then you draw arc S and R. Okay. And then finally draw M, which connects through it. Yes. So these are your steps right here. Okay, for drawing or constructing a parallel line. Okay. All right, here we have a perpendicular angle bisector again. Okay, angle bisector. Another way that you could see it is just drag and drop the steps in the correct order. Name. Okay, draw arcs with the same radius centered at P that intersect PY. Okay, so that's step one. Using straight edge, draw arcs. Name the intersection of the two arcs. No, so that's step three. So that's 1, 3. Draw the two arcs intersecting the same radius, one centered at Y and one centered at A on the interior. That's drawing those two arcs. Step 3 is naming that X, and step 4 is drawing your ray through that. So again, angle bisector is huge. It's almost guaranteed to be on there. So we talked about why it's going to be congruent. Okay, remember that is going to be congruent to that. This already is, oops, congruent to this, and that's congruent to that. So we have the two triangles are congruent by SSS. Okay, that's going to be that right there. All right, that does it. 16 minutes.